So the second part of the section 3.3 is Pascal's triangle. So we're using special identities of polynomials to help us do things quicker. So Pascal's triangle is this, and it keeps going forever. So you start with 1 at the top. It's called the 0 row. This is called the 0 row. Because anything to the 0 power is what?
0.
No. 1. Thank you very much. This is called the first row and on from there. Okay? So how you get from the 0 row and the first row is just 1, 1, 1. How you get from there then is you take the 2 and you add them. So it goes 1s all the way down forever. Like this. And then you take the 2 diagonals and add. So the next row you take 1 plus 2 is what? 3. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So that next row is 1, 3, 3, 1. Why are you guys not writing? So you have 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that row is 1, 3, 3, 1. This is the third row. Okay, to get to the fourth row, again, 1's all the way on the outsides every time. Then 1 plus 3 is what? 1 plus 3 is 4. And then the next diagonal is 3 plus 3, which is
6.
And 3 plus 4 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 1 on the outside. So the fourth row is 1, 6, and 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So the fifth row, you start with 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 6 plus 4 is 4 plus 1 is and 5 on the last outside. So this is the fifth row. So I want you all to do the sixth row. Austin, what's the sixth row?
1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1.
Yes, it is. Okay, so what are some characteristics about each row? What do you mean by that?
Like 15, 15.
Okay, so it's symmetrical. Okay, Brandon?
They all start with 1. They all start with 1 and end with 1.
Okay, they all start with 1 and end with 1.
The second number on each side is just increasing by 1.
Okay, so the second number on each side is increasing by 1 because we're adding 1 to the previous row, right? So the third row, the second number is what? 3. The fourth row, what's the second number? 4. The fifth row? 5. The sixth row? 6. What's the seventh row going to be? 7. Anything else? Look at odd and even rows.
On the middle,
Look at the odd number rows and the even number rows. What do you notice about them?
oh, so like for 5, the 2 inside numbers are even, and then the 2 outsides are odd. odd.
Okay. And on the even, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Odd number rows, don't they have an even number of terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And even number rows, they have a odd number, don't they? So if I drew a line straight down the middle, I'm only going to draw a line through an even number row, aren't I? Okay. So could you do the 7th row?
Just did.
Just did. So does this ever stop? No, goes forever. So what this is useful for, and one of your test questions will be to construct so many rows. Now, this is the thing. I may say construct 6 rows. If I say construct up to the 6th row, how many rows do you actually have? 7. Why? Because you always start with 0. So those people who don't know what they're doing, how many rows do they give me? 6. They stop at the 5th. So do you have to understand where it starts? Yes. Now this does have a purpose. We can do this with combinations. Like if I want to know if I have 3 things, how many ways can I choose 2 of them? So you go 0, 1, 2, and you can do it 3 ways. If I have 6 things and want to choose 4 of them, I go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can do it 15 ways. Okay? That is something that we will do later on in the year with Pascal's triangle. We'll also do it with a formula that is 6 factorial over 2 factorial, 4 factorial, and you'll learn what that is.
Junior high IEP today, there is a RAD meeting in the Media Center for junior high. So we'll also be one during senior high IEP. Reminder, you need to report to your IEPs first and then to the meeting. That would be for RAD members.
Okay. So there's lots of things we can do with it, but what we are going to do is expand polynomials. So you should have your Pascal's triangle written in front of you. I can't keep those rows on there, but you can. So what this says, I go x plus y to the 5th. So I need the 5th row. So what is the 5th row? 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Okay, so I'm going to use that row. So how this works is these are the coefficients of each term. If I have the quantity to the 5th, doesn't that mean I do this? Yes? Do you want to do that? No. Because I would have to multiply these two, and then my answer multiplied by this, and then my answer multiply it by this, and then my answer multiply it by that. That would be so horrible, would it not? Okay, so we're going to use the binomial theorem, so I don't have to do all that. And how we're going to do it is our coefficients are going to be 1, 5, 5, 10, 1, 10, 10, sorry. 10, 10, 5, 1. Okay? Now, the first, whatever the first thing is, it could be 2x, 3x, whatever. Okay? You start at the 5 and go down. So our first term is x, so it'd be x to the 5th. Then x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x to the 2nd, x to the 1st, and x to the 0. Okay? Now, whatever the second thing is going to go up. So y to the 0, y to the first, y to the,
second,
y to the,
third,
y to the,
fourth,
y to the
fifth.
fifth. These are all going to be plus. And if your math inside the terms change it to a negative, then it changes it to a negative. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay. So it starts out to be positive and then you go from there. I want to show you some things about here. First of all, my coefficients of both the x and y are what? Guys, come on, focus. What are my coefficients of the x and the y here? 1. Okay, so there are 1s there. If they were 2s, you'd have to take 2 to the 5th. Makes sense what I'm saying? Okay, so what do you know about the exponents in all the terms? Look at them. What's their sum? What's 5 plus 0?
5. They're all.
They all add up to what? 5. What was the degree over here? 5. So they should always add up to what? Whatever that degree is. In this case, 5. Yes? Okay. One goes up, the other one goes what? Down. What is y to the 0?
1.
1. So it's not going to change anything, right? What is x to the 0?
1.
1. So if I simplify this, I would have x to the 5th plus 5x to the 4th y plus 10x to the 3rd y to the 2nd plus 10x squared y to the 3rd plus 5x y to the 4th plus y to the 5th. Now, was that much easier than multiplying all that out?
Yes.
Yes. Should you know how to do this and use it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now what are we going to do with the next one?
The 6th row.
It's going to be a 6th row.
Which
Now you notice, wait a second before we go further. You notice all of these examples, what are my coefficients on both the x and the y's?
1.
1. So is it going to change when my coefficients change?
No.
Y-
Oh,
Yes, because when you square 2, it's different than squaring 1, right? Okay, so now I need the what row? 6. Cole, what is it?
1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1.
So I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did before. So I'm going to have 1, 6, and it's going to be plus, right? Plus 15, plus 20, plus 15, plus 6, plus 1. Oop, I spaced it out too much. I'll have to rewrite. Okay, so my x's are going to go what? Up, and my y's are going to go down. So it's going to be x to the 6th. Why is it 6?
Because it's the coefficient.
Because it
Or the
x the
exponent.
power is 6, right? Y to the
0.
0.
X to the 5th. And then y to the 1st. And then just keep on doing it.
So keep on doing it. Did you end up with the same thing I did. Okay. Again, my coefficients are 1, so
Wouldn't the y be at the end be 6?
yes, thank you. Oops, I don't have my eraser. My coefficients are 1, so this is a much easier process right now. I just want you to get used to it. So I want you to do the next one on your own. Okay, when you're done, go back and make sure all your exponents add to 8. That's a good check, right? Because sometimes you get mixed up. You're putting the X's and Y's and ups and downs and usually sometimes in the middle you go backwards. How'd it go?
Good.
Good. Alex, can you put your head up, please?
I get the point, but I didn't have enough numbers. I did my row 8 wrong.
You did a row 8 wrong. I think, is mine right?
Yeah.
1, 8,
Yeah.
20. Okay. Because I didn't have my Pascal strings, so I had to do row 6 and then 7 and 8. So if you add wrong on your Pascal's triangle, is it going to be wrong? Yes. One of the questions on your test will be, give me the Pascal's triangle up to so many, and then you'll use it on other problems in the test. So that way you have it. So
0 row will count as a row.
the 0 row is the 0 row. It doesn't count. Does that make sense? So like if I ask for the 8th row, you will have 9. Because you have the first as 1.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because it goes like.
Because it goes 0, 1, 2, 3. Right. So if I ask for the 8th row, you should have 8 as your second number on the row where you stop at. Now, if I ask for the 8th row and you guys go to the 9th, I'm going to take off. Does it make sense? Like if I want the 8th row, I only want the 8th row. Questions before we move on? Sam, are you good? Yeah. Okay. I just saw you still concentrating. Okay, so this is the binomial theorem is what we just did. All it says is you can use the Pascal's triangle to expand. That's all this whole thing says. Okay? That's it. You just did the binomial theorem.
Okay.
Huh? So now I don't have an XY anymore. I have an X and a what? And a number. So it's not going to change what I do, but it is going to change how it simplifies. Okay? So I need to What row am I? 4. So what is the fourth row?
1, 4, 6, 4, 1.
Okay, so 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Should you write that down so you have it? Yes. Okay, and I can tell you if you ask me what is the third row of Pascal's triangle, I can tell you it's 1, 3, 3, 1. If you ask me the fourth row, I can tell you it's 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 because I use those a lot. Now, can I tell you the eighth row? No. But if I know the fourth, can I get there? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing as we did before. So it's going to be 1x to the what? Fourth. And 3 to the 0. And I'm going to put parentheses around it for a reason. You're going to see why. Plus 4x to the third, 3 to the first, plus
6x to the second, 3.
Oh, whoa.
Second.
and 3 to the second, plus,
4.
oh wait, those should have negative 3's, yes?
Yeah.
Put a negative in there, sorry. Those are negative 3's, yes? Apologize. Okay, plus what?
Plus 4x to the first, negative 3 to the third.
Plus
1x to the 0, but you don't. But that can just be.
right, we're just doing it for now.
That can just be negative 3 to the fourth.
Okay, so this is for today, I would suggest you write it out like that so you can see the going up and the going down of the exponents. So before I start doing anything, I say, do I have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 on my exponents? Do all my exponents add up to 4?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm good there. Well, what is negative 3 to the 0?
0.
No.
What is anything to the 0 power?
1.
1. So that means I have 1 times x to the fourth times 1. So that just gives me what?
1x or x.
X to the fourth. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, I have 4, positive 4 times x to the third times negative 3 to the first. Well, what is negative 3 to the first?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. So then I have negative 3 times 4, which is what?
Negative 12.
So it's going to be negative 12 x to the third. Brandon?
Yep.
Okay, then I have negative 3 squared, which is what?
Positive 9.
Which would be positive 9.
Then it
So I
would
have
be
6 times 9, which is
20. No. 54.
54. So I have 54 x to the second. Okay, then I have negative, yes?
Why is it x to the second? Wouldn't
Because it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Because it's
Wait,
negative.
Cole, do you see that? It's 4, 3, 2.
Oh, so you're using the first number.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm multiplying 6 times 9.
Okay.
Okay, and it's positive. Are you talking what? Alex, what was your question?
Why is it negative?
Okay, because it's negative 3 times 4, which would be negative 12. Because negative 3 to the first would be negative 3. Okay, so now we have negative 3 to the third, which would be what? What's negative 27.
Times 6.
No, times 4. So it'd be negative, correct? And 4 times 7 is 28. Carry a 2. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 is
14.
10.
Oh, 10. My bad.
So 108, x to the
X.
first.
Do we put X to the first or do we just leave it
I would just put x.
Okay.
You know there's a 1 there. If you don't know there's a 1 there, then you need to put a 1 there. Okay, so now I have x to the 0, which is just what?
X. No, 1.
1. So I have 1 times 1 times negative 3 to the 4th. So that's 9 times 9, which is 81. And it's positive because I have 4 negatives, yes? So it's just plus
81.
81. Now that took me a minute, but it still took less time than multiplying all that out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you shouldn't rush through these because if you rush through them, are you going to make a mistake?
Yes.
Yes, I can guarantee you're going to make a mistake.
What's like the biggest word we're probably ever gonna use in like the test or today?
7 or 8.
Okay.
I can't
Really don't want to go
remember. Okay, so now I have s squared plus 3 to the 5th. So what row do I need?
The 5th
The 5th.
or the 6th.
Nope. Well, I need the 6th. No, it's the 5th row. It's called the 5th row because there's a 0 row.
Count down.
No, but we're not going to say, we're always going to say 5th row.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1, 5,
10, 10, 5, 1.
10, 10, 5, 1. Okay, so those are my coefficients, right? So I'm going to have 1 times s, not 8. Bless you.
Bless you.
S squared to what power?
The 5th.
The 5th. Times 3 to the what?
3 to the 5th. No, 3 to the 0.
Okay. Plus 5 times s to the s squared to the what?
4.
To the 4th times 3 to the 1st. Plus
10 s to the 3rd times 3 to the 2nd.
Yep. I'm hearing you mumble it.
Plus
You're good. Plus
10 s squared to the 2nd.
2nd. 3 to the 3rd. Plus
5 times s squared to the 3rd.
nope,
No,
to the
first.
1st. You're going down. 3 to the 4th. Plus 1 times s squared to the 0. 3 to the 5th. So before you start, you're going to say, are my coefficients right? 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does my first term go down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes? Does my second term go up? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do all of your exponents add to 5?
Yeah.
Yes. So now that I've done that quick check, because that really wouldn't take me that long to do, would it? Because if I do it wrong, is it going to mess everything up?
Yeah.
Yes. And I always put a plus because, like I said on the last one, what do you notice about, I forgot to ask you on the last one, when it's a negative, what happens to my signs? They alternate. If it's positive, they're all going to be what? Positive. Okay, so 3 to the 0 is
From when?
1. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1. What is s squared to the 5th?
S to the 10th.
S to the 10th, because you multiply them, don't you? Is it important you use those parentheses?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now what is 3 to the 1st?
3.
3. Always do the whole numbers first, it makes it easier. So 3 times 5 is 15. S to the
8.
8th. Plus, what do I do first?
10 times 3 squared.
Okay, so 3 squared is 9, so it's going to be
90s to the 6th.
plus, what's
270
so it's 27, so it would be 270.
s to the 4th. Plus,
81,
yeah.
because it's 9 times 9.
So 405?
That's what I get.
Okay, so 405 s to the 2nd.
Mm-hmm. I hate S's and 5s.
Me too.
And then S squared to the 0 is 1. So that last one is just 3 to the 5th. Well, you know 3 to the 4th is 81.
Yeah, 81
Times 3 would be not equals. It'd be plus 243, right? Because 3 times 1 is 3.
Yeah.
So 243.
Woofda.
Okay, do you need to take a minute when you're simplifying?
Yes.
Yes. If you show me this work, do you understand the process?
Yes.
Yes. Now, sometimes we screw up on the simplification. I want to ask you, what if this was a 3s squared out there? I would have 3s squared, let's say squared. What would the answer to 3s squared be?
3s to the 4th.
It'd be 9s to the 4th because you have to square what? Both of them. So don't try to rush or skip steps. Don't try to squeeze it into some little teeny area because you're going to mess it up. But again, think of your alternative. Do you really want to take s squared times or plus 3 times itself 5 times? Do you want to do that? No. Because you're going to screw that one up, aren't you? I would. Let's see if I got a hard one. You guys want to do the 2C? Let's make it a minus. Because we haven't done a minus. Because I think this one right here would be easy, don't you? Yeah. Let's do this one and make it a minus. Can we make that a minus?
Is it 8 or 6?
6th. I'll make it a minus so we don't get confused. Okay, so what's my 6th row?
1, 6, 15, 20, 15.
Wait. 1, 6, 15, 20, 15?
6, 1.
Yeah, okay.
So we have to square the 2 each time.
Yep. So it's going to be 1 times 2c to the what? 6th
Oh, as
times negative d to the 0 plus
6
6
2c to the 5th
2c to the 5th
times negative d
d.
first. Yeah, but it's a negative.
I know, but d. You said b.
Oh,
Plus
15 times 2c to the 4th times negative d to the 2nd.
okay, so you guys finish filling it out, and so will I, because we'll make fewer mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to run out of room.
Already am. Shoot, I'm going down, not up.
I don't know how I'm going to go up here. Okay, we ready to check?
Yep.
Okay, so I have 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 1 is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus...
3.
there should be 3 plus 3. What did I do?
3.
I did 4.
Yeah. You did 4 twice.
I did 4 twice.
And then it.
Okay,
What did you do?
I don't. We'll figure it out. So 2. I don't know what I did. Okay, is this why you check it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so did I fix a mistake?
Yep.
Yes, because if I wouldn't have done that, I would have got through my problem and I would have been completely wrong, right?
Yeah.
And my coefficients, I have 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. Okay. I'm going to erase this so I'm not messing it up. And we're going to step through it. Negative d to the 0 is just 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. Doesn't even matter, does it? Okay, so what is 2 to the 6th? Well, 2 times 2 is 8.
2 times 2 is 4.
2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. I was doing the math.
So then
And 8 squared is?
64.
So it's 64 c to the 6th. Okay. So the next one, negative d to the 1st is negative d, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this term is going to be minus.
Yeah.
Okay, and I need 2 to the 5th. Well, 8 times 4 is 32.
Yeah.
So 32 times 6, so 18, 19, 192. I'm just doing it fast for us. C to the 5th. D. Okay. Then I have negative d squared, which would be positive d squared. Okay, so then I have plus, and I need 2 to the 4th. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 4 is 16.
But don't have to times that by 50?
Yes. I know it's less than 225, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be 240. So plus 240 c to the 4th, d to the 2nd. And it's going to be negative this time because d is negative, right? Okay, so I need 2 to the 3rd, which is 8. 8 times 20 is 160.
Yeah.
C to the 3rd, d to the 3rd. Then I'm going to have a positive again because d is to the 4th. And 2 squared is 4. And 4 times 15 is 60. C to the 2nd, d to the 4th. So the numbers get hard and then they go back down, don't they? Okay, so then I have a negative. And 2 times 12 is going to be, or 2 times 6 is 12. C, d to the 5th. And then it's going to be a positive again. And this is 1. And so it's just d to the,
Minus d to the 6.
no,
Oh, plus d.
because of plus. Okay? So that is your assignment.